What's going on, guys? So, as you guys can see, the last video that I posted, I said if you guys were to look behind the desk, which is right over there, you would see how much cards I have. So, this is all cards. If you look at it, it is all sports cards. So you can see it's literally all sports cards. Now, this is what you guys want to do. This takes a lot of time. So, how do you do this? What is the best way? I get a lot of people asking me, like, what do I look for? Blah, blah, blah. And like, how do I find this? I got all of this, and this box right here is filled with packages of this. So, how to do this? It's very simple, guys. You literally want to pull a, hey, mister. You literally, watch this, watch this. All right, y'all, we literally just drove into the hood. I asked some guy randomly, hey, do you have any Pokemon cards? He said, yeah, I got some Pokemon cards. And when he called it Pokemon, I knew he was gonna be gold. So now we're in the hood, about to see what we get. Yo, I do not know if this is gonna be good right here. Look at him, he's in a biker jacket. We're like off-roading. Look at this guy. He's serious, he called it Pokemon. Yeah, if we die, come find me.
Should we pin drop our location?
Someone message me for the location of the spot. First editions! First editions! Ah! First editions! First editions! Holy fucking shit! First edition holographics! Ah! Like 4,000 cards! Yes! There's Charizards! First edition! First edition! Alright, so as you guys can see, I will literally ask anybody. I will roll down the window and ask that person if they have Pokemon cards, sports cards, baseball, basketball, whatever. I go to a lot of garage sales. I bought all of this for $5. Now, it's not hard to find them. Here are some tips. Here are 3 tips for you so that you can learn my mistakes. I've made a lot of costly mistakes. Tip number 1 is when you buy these, when you look for these, you always want to ask if it's the 80s and 90s. If it's baseball, 80s and 90s, I promise you it's going to be shit. It's going to be crap. It's literally all going to be crap. There are very, very few rookies that are found in the 80s and 90s. So back in the day, they started to massively produce these things, so literally everybody and their mother has baseball cards from the 80s and 90s. Now, I'm not saying that you can't find big finds. If you find Derek Jeter in 93, there's gem kind of rookies in here. There's a lot of rookies that are inside of here that you guys can kind of look for. Chipper Jones is one of them. But again, guys, once you find a lot, now most of them are literally going to be mixed up like this. My advice is to separate them out. So as you guys can see, they have one has a red back and one has just a clear back. I would separate them by their card, their sets, and have it all laid out, separate them perfectly so that you'll end up with cards that are like this, where every row is a set. And so at that point, it's super easy to go on Google and type in top 10 most valuable baseball players of 1992 Pinnacle, and then it'll show you the top 10. You go in there, you find them, you pull them out, and boom, you just wasted a ton of time searching these up individually. I highly don't recommend doing that, guys. Baseball, be very careful with baseball in the 80s and 90s. Anything underneath that, you're gonna find some great stuff. If you find the Nolan Ryan years, you know, anything in the 70s, 60s, definitely the 50s, very hard to find stuff like that that's in good condition. So guys, when you ask somebody if they have baseball cards, try for it not to be the 80s and 90s, and if it is, and if it's literally piles of it like this, don't pay a lot for it, because to be honest, you're going to be sitting on some stuff. You're going to be sitting on a lot of inventory with no value to them. So when you guys have the chance to ask if they have basketball cards, the 80s and 90s is a great year for basketball. You have Jordans, you have Kobe's, you have Shaquille O'Neal's. You just have a ton of people that are in the 80s and 90s for you guys to kind of jump into. Now, 86 is the biggest year in basketball history because the GOAT
was playing for the Bulls. His cards are going for a stupid amount. So, guys, yeah, if you guys find lots like this, the best advice that I can give you is divide them and put them into sets and find the best players on Google, and you can save yourself a ton of time. So, I also wanted to leave you guys with this, guys. If you guys have stuff, if you guys have product, please message me. Shoot me an email. I'll leave an email down below. My Instagram, ThatFitInvestor. Message me. I will buy. I buy everything, guys. Everything I buy, whether it's this, whether it's, you know, LeBron James rookies. I buy it all, guys. Big money, little money, medium money. I buy bulk, everything, guys. So if you guys have anything, please link down below. You know, let me know what you guys have, and I will either come take a trip or I will have it shipped to me as well, guys. So yeah, there's your top 3 tips: is find yourself a pack of cards by literally asking everybody. 2 is how to find these gems, is separate them up individually, and you know, get the sets out, and then find the top 10 most valuable players in 1926 Topps baseball, whatever. And so once you have that, then you can determine, is this something I send to grading, or is this something that I want to sell raw? So guys, those are the top 3 tips that I have learned that I wish I knew a year ago when I started this journey. So again, guys, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.